Can you help me to solve this crossword, please? Here it is, the first number across. It starts with letter K, the third largest city in Lithuania on the Baltic Sea coast. You are real crossword experts, and I'm sure you will all recognize the stunning views, the port of Klaipėda and the bridge over the Dane River. And now, the second question down. Oh, it also starts with K, an important industrial town in central Ukraine, Poltava region. I thought you might need some help with this one. It is Kremenchuk, and this is a photo of my hometown, also a bridge, but over the mighty Dnipro River, the place I left 3 months ago, more than 1,300 kilometers away from here. When you step on the unknown road leading to the life of your dreams, it is vitally important to remember the place where you started your way and people who showed you the path and made you strong enough to follow it. I'm a freshman at LCC International University, and it's a great honor for me today to speak on my dream stage about the place where I was born, raised, and became, I hope, a decent part of a very special community I'm so proud of. For the past 20 years, Kremenchuk started initiatives, set records, and implemented projects which turned into raising responsible and highly devoted residents. What really matters for any action you do is having a clear vision for your future and predicting the unknown. Today, taking the example of my native town, I want to share with you the recipe of building a strong city community and how each of you can use it for improving your homelands. But let me start with a prequel to my story. In 1998, a very important event happened in our town. An NGO that has had a lasting crucial effect on the whole city community was established. Progressive, patriotic, and ambitious young people founded Kremenchuk Youth Parliament 22 years ago. The present mayor of Kremenchuk was also there, along with deputy mayors, some deputies of our local city council, and social activists. This is my first visit to Kremenchuk Youth Parliament. It was 5 years ago. I was 13 then. I've had hundreds of volunteering hours later in Ukraine and America, but that moment and that doll became completely ingrained in my memory as my first step on the volunteering path. Every year before Christmas, Kremenchuk holds a fundraiser when volunteers go to social institutions and orphanages and help children draw the gifts they would like to get for a holiday. During St. Nicholas to Kids fundraiser, these pictures are posted on social networks, and any resident can make kids' dreams come true. Just to buy the desired present and deliver it to the volunteer office. This is Nadia. That doll was from me and my class to her. She was 4 years old that year. I know nothing about her now, except she is 9. But I do hope she is okay. We were supposed to make a little girl just a bit happier, but Nadia surely doesn't know that she was the one who made me a better version of myself. And this is Ilya. He dreamed about table soccer field. He was just about the same age as my brother, and that year I bought him a present with my parents. That year also was the first time I visited our city orphanage. After such moments, you can't be the same anymore. You are filled with extreme compassion, sympathy, empathy, a sense of belonging to the community you haven't felt before so strong, readiness to act and make a difference. Every year, about 200 kids get gifts, but many more of St. Nicholas helpers get the real holiday spirit, filling their hearts with the joy of givers. We want every child to hear and see, be healthy, and enjoy their lives to the full. That is why for 15 years, Kremenchuk has been the participant of all Ukrainian heart-to-heart charity fundraiser. Kremenchuk started from less than 400 euros, raising more and more each next year. Last year, we beat our record with almost 26,000 euros to buy the equipment for our local hospital for the kids with the heart problems. What can be more vital than to care about children? That is our primary contribution to the next generations. Any young person in our town can apply for School of Volunteerism, School of Youth Journalism, and School of Young Leader, organized by Kremenchuk Youth Parliament every year, where experts from different fields can help them to gain and develop so needed 21st century skills. For young people who are interested in politics and diplomacy, who want to see how the local government works and how the important city decisions are made, Kremenchuk offers annual City Council internship program. I took part in all of them. Kremenchuk can also boast about the productive cooperation with the United Nations Population Fund on a great variety of projects aimed to develop the youth-friendly social environment. For instance, every year Kremenchuk holds the Interregional Youth Forum, where the participants come from all over Ukraine. 19 years ago, Kremenchuk Youth Parliament started one more great tradition. It is called the Lana Toloka, or Green Cleanup, an event when students of all city schools and colleges, their teachers, headmasters, and our local authorities gather to clean all the parks in the town. Last year, for instance, more than 2,000 students sorted out 600 of cubic meters of rubbish, dry branches, and leaves. I have been a participant of the Lana Toloka for 5 years, seeing my classmates, friends, and hundreds of our peers working for hours, hand in hand with our teachers, headmasters, or sometimes even the city mayor. It was always a real inspiration and motivation. After such cleanups, we were singing, dancing, sitting and eating on the same grass we had just cleaned. And no one of us will ever drop the trash or do any other negative action to our native town, only a huge desire to make it a better place. These are only a few most significant actions organized by Kremenchuk Youth Parliament every year, which are so loved and respected by our residents. Could the founders of Kremenchuk Youth Parliament foresee the future 22 years ago? Did they understand? Did they know that their local actions would evolve into a highly motivated, progressive, patriotic, enthusiastic, flexible, open-minded, eco-friendly, and truly devoted next generations that would strongly influence the whole city community? Yes, they did. That was their priority. Without it, no real success was possible, because real leaders are the ones who know the way, who go the way, and who show the way. The example of a resident's love and responsible attitude to our native town is all Ukrainian record set some years ago, when 30,000 people came to their yards for a huge cleanup and planted the biggest amount of trees at the same time at more than 1,500 places. Such cleanups are common for us. We've had them annually for more than 10 years, inspiring and sharing our experience with other towns and cities. Kremenchuk is getting much cleaner, greener, brighter, and more comfortable at a really high pace. But the most important thing about our parks, gardens, and new green zones is not their number or beauty. They unite people. Just to feel the difference, that photo was made more than 10 years ago. Today, it is a pearl of our town, a city garden. In recent years, new life has been breathed into this complex natural landmark, one of the first Ukraine's landscape parks, founded in 1787 before the visit of Empress Catherine the Great to our native town. Crystal clear lake with a charming bridge and romantic arbor, loyal swans, golden fish, noisy ducks, whole turtle families, quiet park alleys lined with various trees and flower beds. It is reminiscent of a magic place from a fairy tale, perfect for relaxing, driving a great lungs full of fresh air, watching nature, taking love story photos, or even getting a new lease of life. We do love our town. In 2016, on its 25th anniversary of Ukrainian independence, Kremenchuk had an unbelievably huge Vyshyvanka parade. That year, we beat one more Ukrainian record at the biggest parade of embroidery. When 30,000 people gather to sing the national anthem together, it is very hard to describe that feeling of belonging, the tears in your eyes, the thrill in your soul, and the tremendous pride of being Ukrainian. Since last year, Kremenchuk launched the platform to define the Youth Prosperity Index. Our town was the first one in Ukraine to present this method. During 3 last years, Kremenchuk has been among top 10 finalists of the Youth Capital of Ukraine national competition. We really hope and do our best for the next attempt to be luckier. In December 2019, Kremenchuk won all Ukrainian public budget contest with the project Safe City, which means that now CCTV cameras are installed in all schools, hospitals, and other public places. Our town is a safer place to live in. Have you heard about the World Peace Gong, the Indonesian symbol of peace, unity, and humanity? According to the legend, the sound of the gong makes the peace spirits awaken. Its sound symbolizes the end of any hostilities, the beginning of something new, of sincere hopes and noble ideals. And Kremenchuk is the only town in Ukraine to have it. At this point, you might be wondering, why did all these initiatives take place in Kremenchuk? Can you keep secrets? Because finally, I want to share our unique Kremenchuk recipe of success with you. The main ingredient is all devoted residents of your city. Take gallons of love and patience for the place you live in and people around you, tons of hard work and knowledge, miles of will and dedication, thousands of cups of dreams and responsibility for the future of the next generations. Your recipe will not be successful without a trustworthy chef with his powerful active team. Use 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals as your favorite and most reliable cookery book. And don't forget to teach your kids how to cook it in their early childhood. Anyone can use this recipe as the guidance for their own or their community's happy future. Because when we step another unknown road, our family and friends' support, wise mentors' advice, optimism and patience, lifelong learning, will and dedication, responsibility for our own deeds do matter. Because the path from dreams to success does exist. May all of us have the vision to find it, the bravery to get on it, and the perseverance to follow it. Thank you.